Tu Hollis was always meant to blow up.
Hollis, you made it. You are the coolest 12-year-old on the whole planet.
Hollis grew up in
a house where there's music in every single room.
And has a mother who's the publicist of
Daft Punk, The Weeknd, J. Cole, Lauryn Hill.
Hollis was destined for superstardom, but does he really deserve all the fame and attention he's getting? Or is he just a Nepo baby who got to where he is because of his mother?
Growing up with that much money, you are going to grow up spoiled and cushioned.
My job is to make people famous.
Oh, so there's industry plans, no shit.
Of course it hurts to like be hated on and like shit on. I always just had this feeling of like, they'll get it. They might not get it right now, but every like person I've ever looked up to as an artist were like booed and shunned at first too. I think like the greatest art scares people at first.
Jump and does. めっちゃ好きというボーイズ。あいつめっちゃオタクだよね。
The 5th of January 2004, Chicago, home of the White Sox, Bulls, and Kanye West. Hollis Parker Fraser Herndon is born into a household filled with music.
I am Catherine Fraser. I'm the founder and CEO of Biz3.
Biz3 is the name of her LA-based company, and Biz3 is an oasis for artists such as Daft Punk, Skrillex, The Weeknd.
And I'm a single mother of 2 beautiful kids, and I have an incredible ex-husband, co-parent.
I'm John Herndon.
He's just that prolific in his output.
So you grew up in Chicago?
Yeah.
Yeah. What was that like?
It was half Chicago, half LA. I grew up in Chicago as like a little kid, but Chicago is one of the greatest cities. I love Chicago.
Yeah.
At age 9, Hollis moved to LA, his dad's drumming and his mom's career shaping the environment around him. He also had this tarot card in his mom's house that he'd keep around, a star. Hollis was always destined to work on music, being in an Oslo preview, the label that his mom Catherine and Skrillex founded, all the way back in 2011. Growing up, Hollis had a childhood that was just like yours and mine, listening to music with his dad, getting into bands like AC/DC and Iron Maiden, also having early hip-hop influences like the Wu-Tang Clan and A Tribe Called Quest. But sprinkles of EDM would also be there, like the Berlin techno duo Basic Channel, and there was this one Swedish band that he was obsessed with called Lo-Fi Funk, their first album being called Boyliife. His dad even gave him Ableton as a gift on his 11th birthday. But when the music stopped, Hollis was building worlds of his own.
I'm playing Minecraft 2 a.m. These people in this VC don't know who I am.
Being one of the biggest influences in his life, playing Minecraft since
Minecraft beta 1.8.
Minecraft YouTuber intros were actually a big influence behind Hollis's music. Being a kid in early 2010s LA, you'd be surrounded by all forms of art. The peak of Odd Future and the rise of dropping the song in 2012. Being one of his biggest influences when it comes to music, alongside deadmau5. But there was also another group that led to Hollis to becoming a musician, where Hollis would say, you can be a rapper as a white boy, and it's not corny.
Bladee! Bladee!
Yeah.
Is that how you say it, Bladee?
I say blade, but you can say bladey too.
Swedish art shaping the way Tu Hollis makes music, which leads us to the earliest music that he's ever produced under the name.
She was my best friend, so you know what the fuck going on.
Only Drippy Soup, which is like my old music, because it's for some reason like really inspiring me, and listening to my old songwriting and like reliving the process of making the old songs has inspired me with new stuff. And I feel like a lot of the Drippy Soup stuff has aged really well. So I've just been listening to that a lot. Yeah, when I was like 15, I got really into, and I just downed them. Because I was just like, this is what happened is I took around, I think, maybe 4. There's a video my mom took on my bed, like peeking, like tripping. And she's like, what are you doing? And I'm like sitting there on some demon shit, like whispering, like.
you fucking with me?
Drippy Soup dropped the EP Game World, where he'd actually be his own annotator on Genius. Drippy Soup was also working with the producer, Jonah Abraham.
I was like playing random like tracks on SoundCloud, and then like a song just randomly came up, a Drippy Soup song, which is his old shit. And then like I DM'd him, he had like 1,000 followers, and we were making like bad music in 2020.
It was fire though.
Laying the foundation for his future collective, boyliife.
I think it's just a special friend group. It's not really a boy band, it's just kind of like a special friend group that we've all known each other since like elementary school. Growing up in LA, the crew that kind of just like clicked, and just they're all creative and just like do our own thing, and we're just all supportive, and it's just kind of like a crew that we just think is just special.
Around mid to late 2020, Hollis scrapped the name Drippy Soup.
Why'd you change your name?
To Two Hollis.
Yeah.
Well, it was because who the fuck wants to be named Drippy Soup?
While debuting his EP under the name Two Hollis called Treat, having 4 songs. He was also invoking the name of something,
Metatron, shit like that.
which is the name of his next solo mixtape, Meta. Dropped under the label OSX, Open Swords of 10 or 10 Flower. OSX was a group composed of Two Hollis, Circlean, Cysair, Mindclone, and 3 Dimensions Apart. A group of people making chainmail type music. Having a project called OSX1, chronically online music for chronically online kids. And as for the project Meta, it had a whole world behind it, being set in the height of the Middle Ages in 1222, within the realm of the Kingdom of 10 Flower, with OSX members being present there by means of Time Machine, being protected by
Metatron is me. Metatron stays with me. Metatron heals.
and the last song, The Greenspore Valley, shot by Finn Sigil.
Greenspore Valley is sings to me. All my friends in the front of mine.
Leading to the next adventure by Hollis in his OSX era, The Jarl. Within The Jarl, Hollis goes on a solo adventure away from the Open Swords of 10. You also see a few reoccurring themes within this mixtape and his more recent project.
Disappear, where do you go? Ego, get a fuck. Look at my face, you'll know.
But as good as all things are, they must come to an end, with I Let It Shine serving as a near ending to the Jarl's realm. The project, as within, so without.
Back from the dead, yeah. 3x on my head, fuck it, I'm a price,
The project expanding the lore even more, with 2 focusing on his own journey. Right before Hollis' ascension into the high realm, he had a form that many will never know about.
Capital Hollis, finally lost.
With a tape that had a lot of trap influences.
Too much stress right to the face. I took way too much, it's got me nauseous.
But there's also a song sampling Caramel Dancin' called ZV9R6R6QAY, and an instrumental that you just need to hear for yourself. And Hollis having black hair, debuting the mage outfit with a feature from Leche. With the final song Nauseous, offering a valuable piece of advice.
And I don't sit lean, that's low IQ. She said show off on your moves.
But there was something even more hidden than the finally lost tape. The Lost Files EP, released on the 2222 SoundCloud account, with a cover art that showed a set of numerals. The songs on this project were a bunch of throwaways that didn't make Finally Lost in Mage 1. Speaking of Mage 1, Hollis and Finn Sigil embarked on another adventure deep into the forest, Mage Eternal. The tape was lost to time with Hollis deleting it off everything, but the archives give out songs that speak of spells.
Inside my money's vacant. Stand inside a circle like a pagan.
The entire realm was shaking. Hollis was about to destroy the sword, the staff, and the entire lore within OSX and the mage, gearing up for a rebirth and making the album
White Tiger. I made that album when I literally was having like a psychosis break, like genuinely. Like I didn't leave my room for I think like 10 days straight, and like I believed that I was in like the Truman Show, like for real. Like I thought I was in a simulation and like everyone in my life was fake. I had this whole breakdown.
I think I'm going crazy. I think I'm going crazy.
with the first single after the destruction of the entire realm, set 3,232 years after his slumber. Hollis is tasked to get the antidote for the actor, to save humanity.
But who is the White Tiger?
This is something I voice memoed. I spoke this whole thing one night. It was like some genuinely like schizo shit. Like I just spoke it all. The song that meant most to me on White Tiger was by far King of the Darkness. King of the Darkness was like the peak of it. Like I had lost my mind at that point. Like in my head, I was like, the only way I'm gonna beat this, like maybe if I can't beat the darkness, like what if I become the king of the darkness, you know?
I think I'm going crazy. I think I'm going crazy.
I would picture like a white tiger, like destroying like this like dark energy. Like it sounds corny, but like every time I would start to like have a breakdown, like picture a white tiger saving me.
The White Tiger serves as Hollis's guide after curing the actor, with Hollis traveling to the Basilica of Santa Croce, with multiple messages inscribed through the video in cuneiform, submitting to the tiger's will. And as the White Tiger rests, Hollis's consciousness returns, and he and Damon Rush embark on a journey of safety. A few months after Hollis's adventures with the White Tiger, he grapples with reality. My personal favorite to Hollis song, because of how personal it is. With the topics of his future songs being about his relationships, leading to a secret project lost to time called The Artificial Girl. It's a project that a lot of people call his best work. But Kyoku, like almost all of his past projects, would be lost to time, leading Hollis to turn to God? One of the first singles defining the new lore behind Hollis' sophomore album. But Hollis had different plans. The project concludes with It Will Never Be the Same, restructuring the entire lore behind the two, being 4 minutes and 44 seconds long. A month later, the two would go public, debuting the album in New York. But he wasn't done just yet. Expanding the lore even more, Hollis would drop 2 singles, Whiplash and Cliché, with Cliché being a Drippy soup beat called Mesmerizing, and, well, it's mesmerizing. Serving as a prequel to Hollis's memoir to his lost love, Boy.
Step through the gate.
We'd be brought back to the kingdom of Tenflower for the last time with the last song from the OSX account. A flower burns, then grows back greater than before, leaving the Jarl, Tenflower, the mage, everything behind for good. And on the 20th of October, Hollis went live previewing Boy. Opening a world that was bigger than any of us would have ever imagined. A world of longing. A story of Hollis and the girl he's been friends with, but wants to be more than. And that he loves her like a. And And in the next song, he confesses.
But
he's unsure and she's unsure. Next few songs, Hollis expresses how he feels after everything. And he reflects on his actions with her. Boy ends with Hollis living his dream as an artist, but at a price. He may have everything, but he doesn't have everything. In his search for meaning, he'd go to Europe on his second day of July. But in that show, he played something different. Not from him or from boyliife. It was from Ken Carson? As Hollis was gonna be chaos support, propelling him to superstardom. Though not everyone was receptive of him, even booing him in some of his shows. And right as the Chaos Tour was happening, Opium tasked him to do something even bigger. Make a beat with Filthy and make a song for... In an interview with GQ released on the 10th of September, Hollis addresses his masculinity, saying, quote, "My version of masculinity is being confident enough with myself, not care what people have to say about it. I like to wear makeup, I wear wigs. To me, those things should not be inherently feminine, but to society, I feel like it is."
The new shit's girly? Exactly. You gotta get with it.
And as Hollis was entering the mainstream, he played new music during his tour, recording the entirety of the next project in his childhood home.
Multiple homes completely engulfed in flames, with desperate residents rushing to get out.
Fires were this close to the cars. People left their cars on Palisades Drive.
Families forced to evacuate or facing housing challenges.
Hollis's home was one of the 16,000 structures burned down during the LA fires. And the only thing that survived was a tarot card. A card that his mom, Catherine, framed. The Star. One of the last songs recorded before the evacuation was titled Burn. And Hollis says, quote, "I knew it was destiny." Hollis achieved everything he wanted as a kid, becoming a star. And I think it's safe to say, Two Hollis was always meant to blow up.
Like I'm crazy every day, cause I crave it. All these bitches talking in my face, but I hate it. I just want my baby, I just want my lady. And she driving me super crazy, super crazy.